Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. It's another day, it's another dollar, and it's another drama, my loves. Whoa, it's a lot going on. And this drama has to do with Lindsay and Miley Grace and the stepmother of Miley Grace because the baby daddy then went off and married this woman. And I know they always have their nose in Lindsay's business, even when she was dating Deontay. Okay? And there was a lot of stuff said that was a little like racist, in my opinion. But anyway, anyhow, it seems as if there's going to be people airing out their business on this video. And I want to thank Reality Tea with Day. Check out her social media, Reality Tea with Day. Now, there are three sides of the story. You got Lindsay's. You got the daddy's wife's side. And then you got the truth. Now the daddy is staying out of it. That's Miley's dad. I mean, he pretty much stayed out of Molly's life for years. Years. Now she's 16 and now they want to step up. Really now? I mean, at the most, this man probably only seen Miley a month in her life. Just saying. I mean, once Lindsay was locked up, it was all on grandma to raise Miley. Now, Miley seems to have gone astray. And I'm like, wow, she was gone for weeks? Wow. Wow. And now, and now she wants to claim she not happy. There's something going down. Yes, Lindsay got a new man. Yes. And yes, Lindsay trying to land this guy. She's engaged and she wants her daughter to behave. Now, this man is strict. Okay. He has this ranch. He believes in chores. Chores. Now, for no further ado, I'm going to play this video and I'm going to stop it momentarily. Okay, my loves? Alrighty now. Okay, let's get to the part. I want to get to the part where Lindsay is because this the stepmother sent Reality Tea with Day the screenshot. So there is agenda this lady wants to show. Okay, here we go.
For like 3 months, and we'll revisit it after 3 months. But from what I've heard so far, it's not going well.
Okay, let's look at this. This is emergency order for child custody and other relief. So he's asking for sole custody and he's asking for child support. Imagine that. Okay, right here, it is just a petition for modification of custody and citation or contempt and emergency relief. Because now we got Miley. And here is some more data. So basically, it's just the legal document saying that they have Miley in their custody. And here is a notice to the defendant. So a summons is important and must take immediate action to protect your rights. They were trying to reach Lindsay and she was ducking and dodging those court processors. And Lindsay's up to things. In the past she was up to things. So who knows what these process servers were doing? So she was like, "Look, I ain't going to nobody's courthouse if I can avoid it." So she was avoiding these processors.
No, she's not going through making withdrawals because they let her, babe. She's posting it on social media. But
Okay, now the girl gets away. Miley gets away, and she gets to go to live with the dad. I would think the girl would want to live with her grandmother. That's what I would think because that would raise her. So that tells you something. The girl is running away from structure. She does not want that. Doesn't want it. That's why she's running over to the dad's house. The stepmom is home raising these kids, and Lindsay finds out that Miley is vaping with Aubrey. Aubrey is the stepmother's daughter. So all these communications are between Aubrey, the stepmother's daughter, the stepmother, and Lindsay. And some little contact from Miley is going to be in these videos and on these social medias. So Lindsay sees this little 16-year-old girl who's the same age as Lindsay, and same age as Miley. She sees Miley puffing away with Aubrey. And she tells Aubrey, send me your mother's number now. Now, if I have to find it, things will be worse. Find what exactly? Please let me know, Lindsay. That vape, unless your mama buys them for you, which I bet she doesn't, and do not make me ask again. So Lindsay's putting on her mom hat right here.
And they just don't know how to. They don't know how to, and they also can't afford to care for her the way I was.
My husband makes more than she cared to ask about. She was the one okay with the child support amount. So if he makes more, why doesn't he give more to help his teen daughter? If it's just a pittance, he knows right. So she has no idea what we have or don't. But we have a 10-year-old son who's autistic, and up until this year, he has been in school. I quit working to homeschool him and our other children. Sadie, 5, Connor, 16, and Miley, 16, are all perfectly taken care of. Do we struggle? Sometimes. Who doesn't? My husband is a diesel mechanic for a great company and works his ass off a lot of hours. And I take full care of these kids with his help, and he works. We get no government assistance. Lindsay was in a ton of debt before she got with Chad, and I feel like Miley begging for food and her not to lose their money on gambling because they were waiting on her to get them food. Now, for some TV show, to be on some sort of, I think, messy shows. I can't read what's down here. Now, do I believe Miley was starving? Hell no. I do believe teens exaggerate. Now, Miley done found out in these streets, and Miley want to be out in that life. She doesn't want structure. So she gonna say everything to get herself out from under the clutches of Lindsay. Because if she didn't like Lindsay, she could have went back to grandma.
Happy is that I did the exact same thing when I was her age. I went to my dad's for 9 months. It was great. Thank you, Lauren. It was great because I got to do whatever I wanted for a few months. But then I realized pretty quickly that I was quite literally miserable. But I brought my happy butt back pregnant. And she is not going to. No, she quit volleyball. She has quit volleyball.
Okay, now this girl done quit volleyball. Let me get right back there. She quit volleyball. Let's get back there.
She has quit volleyball.
My guess is she want more time out there to be out and doing her own thing. But according to the stepmom, she was removed from the volleyball team by the principal. She spelled principal wrong. Of the high school she was attending because of fear for safety of his players against Chad and Lindsay. Really? I don't think Lindsay wants to go back to the pokey. And Chad has been in the pokey because he popped off on a man and unlived him. Like him or not, hate him or not, he did his time. I'm not the biggest fan, but you know what? He did his time. So the stepmother is saying they can keep Miley safe during school hours, but not during after school practice. There would be no way legally, so he couldn't put his players and coach at risk. That's a damn lie. There are a lot of kids that are in the system who have after school sports, and they may have some wacky parents out there. They can protect the children. Doesn't make any sense that, oh, Chad and Lindsay, what they gonna do to Miley and the players of the team? Don't those other parents would be all up their butts? Just saying. So she goes on to say, I watched this baby cry for 2 weeks because volleyball was taken away from her because Lindsay she would not stop. We got her everything she needed to play, new pads, everything. People helped give her stuff also, and they removed her. Lindsay knows all of this, and to get online and say the things she has about us and her daughter is diabolical. All of my children were at school this week. If they were sick, they wouldn't have been, just as Miley wasn't at school. I'm not attacking you, but context seems to be a huge issue. Now, I don't think Lindsay's going to stop Miley from going playing volleyball. She's not in volleyball. You can't say Lindsay's going to attack the whole team. Her and Chad going to attack the whole team. That don't make any damn sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it ain't damn true, in my opinion. Moving on. Here's another say. This right here, my loves, this is coming from the little old 16-year-old girl, Aubrey. Now she's talking to Lindsay. She's not in a child's place. She tells Lindsay, now whether you love Lindsay or not, this girl needs to stay in her place. She goes, "You're insane. I'm perfectly fine, I assure you," because Lindsay's getting on her about vaping. "I'm perfectly fine, I assure you. Making it look like I'm crazy and need help is crazy on your part. I do not need help. You're the one who beats your kid, which the police officers now know. Also lying to the police about your daughter being here when in fact have not seen her in weeks and she has been in trouble is crazy." So it seems like Lindsay was MIA, maybe, if I'm to believe this little girl, and out in them streets. Now you can do whatever you want to make yourself seem like a better person or to feel like you're the hero. I promise you, I am perfectly okay. I will reflect on my problems and work on what I need to work to. I need to work to. I suggest you do the same, Lindsay. All this that you caused tonight is because you're a bitter woman. All the lies you are starting to get me taken away from my mom is absolutely crazy. You filed a CPS report for what I met you twice, and in both times I've barely spoken to you. My mother takes great care of me for your information. Lindsay's like, "Stop deflecting. Aubrey, I simply asked for your mother's number because of the vape. You escalated the situation with all that involved. I'll talk with your mother and see where it goes from there." So this little girl is talking in circles and won't give up the damn number. But she did pour some tea though. Okay, let's go on. Okay, video, go. So this is going to go on for a minute. So here we have, okay. Now, this right here, you can, I guess, sass all you want. It doesn't bother me. Dogging your kid out in the nail salon. I'm like, when Lindsay probably told her off. She probably did dog her out in the nail salon. And then Miley is very fortunate to get her nails done. Uh, Neglected kids, abused kids are hardly taken to the nail salon. They're not thinking about those damn kids. And this girl Aubrey goes, "You should be ashamed when you were on drugs and in prison. Let that sink in. Lost custody of your child for most of her life. You literally should be ashamed. And instead of making it up to her, you treat her like literally shit. Terrible mother. Reflect on yourself and be better. I'm so tired of you playing perfect mother when you're far from it. Thinking you're entitled to tell me what to do is so crazy to me. I'll read my mom all this tomorrow and my dad. I may be in trouble. At least I don't have a mother like you." And Lindsay goes, "The police report was necessary for the CPS. Honey, I am worried about you and because Molly assures me this is out of character for you." So there is more stuff. I think let's get on to the next thing here, my loves. Let's get on. This is taking, okay. This girl is too much. She goes, "You need," this is Aubrey. You need serious help. I hope you know that I'm not afraid of you. My okay, this is blocking. I can't read it. Not my mother. And if you were me and you could have been had some problems, you treat the sweetest kid so terribly. I hope you know you need to do better as a person. Stop worrying about your husband and worry about your child. You need serious help. Now, Lindsay is living with her fiance. She's not married yet. And this girl goes, and again, this is Lindsay. And again, I'll be talking to your mother and father about the vaping. Um, and then Aubrey goes, okay, girl, you go right ahead. And doesn't bother me. I might just tell myself so you feel less power. All you do is treat Miley like shit. You don't put her first. I hope you have to live with that. You're a terrible person. Here's Lindsay. I suggest you let them know before so you would get in less trouble and let them know how you spoke to an adult before I speak with them. Now, this is a picture of Miley's banged up knees and a little bit of bruising on her shin. Now, the stepmother, I assume it's the stepmother sending this to the vlogger, Reality Tea with Day. She says, so hey, so Miley asked me to send you this. This was caused yesterday. Bo got in a wreck and they both end up having punishment. Okay? So if they were both in that wrecked vehicle, they should be a little banged up. But they got punishment. Miley said that they have to do sprints, lunges, and ab workouts, and plenty more. She also said they had no break and couldn't get water or anything. And that's a problem. They should get some water. And so today she can barely walk. And well, she getting in car wrecks, she might be alive. So she came up to me before practice and showed me this and started crying. After practice, she asked if papers could be drafted ASAP. This is one of the many things that has happened in the house, according to Miley. She told me to ask if Jane could start working on papers tomorrow. Now, I could that little bruising is nothing. Nothing. Who knows where she got the bruising? She was just in a wreck. So, and usually bruisers, abusers don't, well, she's not saying that Lindsay is harming her physically. I guess she's saying the workout gave her bruises. That's what she's saying. The only thing I'm not too keen on what Lindsay did was that here's Miley contacting her. She says, hey, can you buy me some vanilla vodka this week? I saw this recipe that I want to try. And Lindsay responds. She says, if I go to Corinth, I will. And she goes, thanks. And Lindsay asks, you could have brought me some food. And she goes, we didn't get food. I'm broke. And Lindsay says, you have $250 on your card. Lindsay's, she does pretty good with the girl, but now that Lindsay's hooked up with a very strict man, Lindsay's telling this girl, hey, don't mess this up for me. I'm going to need you to be on your P's and Q's. You don't have to do all that farm work, but you could just act like a pretty girl and just be, feminine and nice and say, yes, sir, and please and thank you. That's what Lindsay was trying to tell Miley. Miley's like, too much structure. I'm out. Peace. Now, why did um, Lindsay wanted to agree to buy some vodka? Did she actually read this girl's text message? Did she actually read this? Because it's crazy. Now, let's see what else. It's funny because the timestamp is not on every single one. It's only a timestamp on the group. I hope this is a real text and not a created text. But anyway, I don't believe this girl is making a recipe with vodka. I don't know too many recipes. Matter of fact, I know no recipes made with vodka. So I don't know. That's on the suspect list right there. Even so, if I were a social worker, Lindsay Ass will be right back with Lindsay. Right back there. Because this is a mess. Because if she, or Or if not with Lindsay, she'll be back with the grandma. She does not get to go live with dad. That man, she hadn't even raised her. And now she out in these streets vaping on videos and stuff. Who and dropping out of volleyball. That's crazy. Now I know people are got feel certain kind of way about Lindsay, but one thing we can agree is that she always put had Molly Grace in her forethoughts. Even when she was first released as a crackhead, Molly Grace, Molly Grace. We know Miley's middle name is Grace because she said it so many damn times. I do not think that Lindsay harmed Miley Grace. Matter of fact, I don't hear anything about her harming Marley Grace. She had to do some military exercises because she was in a wreck with Chad's son. And all of a sudden, we got to go when you're coming up missing MIA for a couple of weeks and you're dropping out of volleyball. It seems like she's just a teenager running amok here and being manipulative and calling the shots. So hopefully this all gets sorted out. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? Now, whether you're a fan of Lindsay or not, I do believe this girl, I mean Lindsay, loves Miley Grace. And I don't see anything that looks like, oh, we got to remove this child. We got to remove this child. At least, and this man has not been raising this girl. The grandmother has been raising this girl. So she goes to a home that's a little bit more relaxed. And now she's dropping out of volleyball and smoking vapes. Oh my goodness. My loves, I'm going to end it here. You guys know what you got to do. You have to drop a line. And let's talk about this and subscribe if you have not subscribed, and always hit that notification button because you know YouTube plays tricks. She shoot this woman.